7:30. That's right, I'm doing it, y'all. I'm doing it. Vlogging in bed. I'm that guy now. Who would have thought? Not me. Listen, I told myself I was gonna make a video today. I have about 6 hours to record and edit a video and put it out before I have to go to work. Because, you know, I ain't doing this full time yet. I still gotta go to Iceland, make some money, make some bread. Thought it'd be fun, little challenge to try and get a video out before I go, you know? So, we're doing it, man. It's episode 2, baby. Episode 2 of the off season. Let's go. There was literally a point when I was a teenager. I used to watch those TED Talks, you know, those motivational, if you want to be successful, you gotta. And I used to think if I didn't make my bed, I'd basically be a bum. I got over it eventually, but yeah, now I just do it anyway. But I think all that kind of stuff is just a bit of nonsense, to be honest. But we're here now, and of course, you must be seeing it. You must be seeing the change. You must be seeing the quality difference. Like, guys, you must have noticed by now. I'm looking cripsy. I'm looking cripsy as hell. And yes, I know it's crispy. I said cripsy on purpose, innit? Just before anyone starts at me thinking I'm dyslexic or something, and I'm not. Look, man's looking nice. The room's looking big. It's looking good, man. It's vibey right now because this week, man's been spending bread. I can't lie to you. I am brokety broke right now. I spent around 2.5K on just upgrading all my equipment. Bought a new camera, got the Sony A7III, a brand new lens, a brand new monitor coming. Just general bits and pieces that's gonna upgrade the content, upgrade my freelance work, upgrade my client work, all of those sort of things. And just give me the freedom, the availability to actually achieve those things without any difficulties. I'm gonna talk a bit about that today later on. And why I actually upgraded and why I think it's actually beneficial to why gear actually does kind of matter, because there's bare videos online about people talking about, oh yeah, gear doesn't matter, it's all about the story. To some degree that's true, but I got a little bit to talk about. But I'm not gonna bore you guys with all the technical details today. As I said, I've only got about 4 or 5 hours to make a video. So right now what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go get some breakfast. I'm gonna make a cinematic sequence with this camera, hopefully. Thing about having this wide lens though is I can't just do my anymore, so we're just gonna use this and then we're gonna bounce in it. Let's go. I can't even lie to you. I got too hungry and I made food without recording any of it. But we're here now. Let's talk about this camera. Oh my days. So good. Okay, let's talk. The saying goes something along the lines of only a bad builder blames his tools, or something along the lines of that. But I actually disagree with that quite heavy, because if your drill ain't working, how are you supposed to finish the job or even do a good job? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you could use a screwdriver, but then that changes the time, it changes the efficiency, it changes the effectiveness. And that's just a fact of the matter, you know? One of the reasons why I put off buying a new camera for so long is because I used to watch so many videos of people be like, you know, the gear doesn't matter, it's all about the story and, you know, composition and all those sort of things. And with that being true, it was a thing where I was like, oh, I want to make sure that I'm getting those fundamentals before I start relying on good quality. You know, sometimes when you're looking at content online and you see the people that you aspire to be like, when their stuff is just so clean and so nice, it kind of feels like the gap between you and them is so far. As a creator, as an artist, it's always about bringing something in your mind that's ethereal into reality. You actually have to sculpt out something that doesn't exist into something that exists, you know? And while doing that, there's so many layers to it, because you have to communicate an idea, a message, branding, whatever it is that you're working on. It's from your head into the real world, you know? The further the gap from what you saw in your mind to what actually came in reality due to your equipment, or, you know, whether the weather was different to what you saw in your head. Again, it has really big implications on how you see things and how you see your ability to create things, you know, do what you're doing. So anything that you can do to close the gap between what your mind's eye sees and what your real eye produces, it needs to be done, you know? That's why it's so necessary for me to actually get this camera, spend that money and invest in the art that I'm doing, you know? Now I can go out at nighttime, do nighttime shoots. There's so much more flexibility in what I want to create, and there's freedom in that. Sometimes I'm so annoyed because I can't draw, you know? And I have ideas in my head where I want to design something or produce a piece of artwork, but I can't do it because I can't draw. I haven't got that skill, I haven't got that flexibility in my ability. So putting myself in a position to be better in this art helps me be a lot more free in creating content like this. So sometimes you really need to invest in yourself first, so that you can invest in the art that you're doing, and eventually it's gonna pay itself back. The amount of effort that I'm gonna have to put in to do certain things isn't gonna be as hard. Like sometimes I'm there struggling to get the autofocus correct. My brain is thinking about the autofocus rather than actually creating stuff. So getting rid of where your attention may be going away from what you're doing is so important. And that's why I think it's so necessary to have, you know, this camera. So just a quick one, just a quick conversation, just to get a video out there, just thinking of something that was on my mind now that I got this camera on, and just so you guys can actually see the quality, see how crisp it is. But yeah, man, that's all really. Nothing too mad, nothing too crazy, just had a little light one for y'all. Can't lie, I'm just gonna go eat my bagel now, do my work for the day, and then go to Iceland and earn this bread. So cheers. So good. Get out of here, man. Get right out of here, man.